Now guys, it's no secret that people want to play classic Roblox servers, and every year we have new websites run by fans popping up in an effort to emulate a past version of the game. However, they're always shut down, either because the people hosting the project can't handle it anymore, or they get a takedown notice and David Bazooka. Regardless, the fact remains that people still create and play on these illegal servers because they have fun. And it doesn't matter if they get shut down or their progress wiped, because they still get to play the game they grew up loving and can't experience anymore in a legitimate and legal way. Proving that no matter how hard the lawyers try, if the team behind Roblox doesn't give us classic servers, then you can bet that the community will see it upon themselves, no matter the cost. This is an interesting thing that we can see popping up in many online game communities, and a perfect example is how people absolutely loved playing classic World of Warcraft. And for years, players would host private servers emulating it, even though they were constantly being shut down. For almost 2 decades, Blizzard, the company behind WoW, refused to host their own legacy realms, claiming that not only would it be too expensive, but that players were just blinded by their nostalgia, infamously caught saying to a fan who wanted to play them,
have you ever thought about adding servers for previous expansions as they were then?
No. And by the way, you don't want to do that either. You think you do, but you don't. Remember when you had to spam cities and say, need a tank, need a tank, need a tank during the Burning Crusade days? You don't remember that, because now you just push a button that says go to the dungeon.
I can see the thought process behind that answer, but it still doesn't make it right. People do want to play classic versions of their games, otherwise there wouldn't be so gosh darn many attempts to run illegal private servers for them. It's really not that hard to figure out, guys. So that went about as well as you would expect. When that clip made it to the general public of the Warcraft community, people felt betrayed. People felt insulted, and there was an air of animosity between the developers and the players. But then something special happened. A private server hosting a classic client under the name Nostralrius, or... I'm gonna butcher the name no matter how hard I try it, so we'll just go with Nostrils. Anyway, yeah, a classic client under the name Nostrils was born and people loved it. Tens of thousands of people were playing this server. The level of detail put into it was amazing. I know from first-hand experience. I played on that server. Hundreds of hours of coding and effort went into recreating the classic WoW experience, and it showed. It gained a lot of attention by new and old players, and population growth was getting so out of hand that the server made it onto the BBC News, and Blizzard had to personally step in and take it down, going as far as talking to the owners behind the project in an effort to save face and come to an amicable resolution after seeing the amount of backlash from the community. The fans were angry, and it sparked one of the biggest, if not the biggest, wave of PR backlash Blizzard had ever seen. Things got so crazy that just a year and some months later, this happened.
Someone once said that you can't go home again, but they lacked vision. And a temporal discombobulator.
That's right. Blizzard caved in and announced that officially hosted Classic servers would soon be a thing. Now, you might be wondering, Firefox, why are you telling me this? Well, I'm saying it because I think that this offers a lot of insight as to what the future of classic Roblox servers, such as Fanobi, if that's how you say it anyway, might hold. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and publicly suggest or encourage that players go about and work on setting up any illegal private servers for Roblox. However, I will say that there's not going to be any form of officially supported servers without players making enough noise to warrant them. While Fanobi is a step in the right direction, it's not enough. We need a quality classic Roblox website and client with the kind of care and effort behind it like that of Nostrils. We need to be sure our computers won't get viruses. We need to be sure that our community is less toxic and more civil if we're to gain any respect from the admins of retail Roblox. However, that might not be enough either. Not only does all of that need to happen, but I believe a few other things may need to fall into place as well. Things such as 1. Roblox's popularity will have to have peaked and no longer see significant growth. If people are still playing retail and the company is still seeing dollar signs every year, then it makes no sense for them to sink the amount of time and development resources into a project that might only be seen as a novelty by the community as a whole. As it stands right now, Roblox as a company is doing great, and bringing back an older version of the game could be seen as a sign that all the new updates are nothing but failures, and that's very bad for business. 2. The community has taken it upon themselves to release a very well-made version of classic Roblox and a website to accompany it. Not only getting hundreds of thousands of people to play it, but also giving Roblox some good ideas as to how officially hosted classic servers might be handled. This would have to darn near make the news. The general public, including those people who don't play Roblox, need to be aware that people want classic servers. There needs to be enough stink around it that the company will have no choice but to cave in or face massive PR backlash. On a less rebellious note, let's take a step back before we charge right in with an effort to make this happen. I think this just might turn into one of those be careful what you wish for kind of deals. Do we really want to see officially hosted classic servers if it means that retail Roblox will have to be in a declining state, no longer considered to be a good enough game? Do we really want people to think that the game we've played and made so many memories on is now so bad and no one should play it? I believe that there's a price to pay for classic servers, and I don't feel a lot of people put some consideration into that. Roblox is a big business, and one that I love and don't want to see failing. It's been a part of my life for over a decade now and has inspired me to be the person I am today. Furthermore, I want Roblox to go on for many more years down the line, especially if it means it'll spark the same enthusiasm of creativity into young minds and help serve as an outlet for their ideas. The world needs a game like modern Roblox. You know, the Roblox that is always evolving, always upgrading, always allowing for more game development, video creation, and overall, just more creativity. So, if getting classic Roblox servers means that the game has to be dead, then I don't want them. I will kindly stick to games like Super Nostalgia Blocks instead, which I feel could be the beginning of something else, but I'll talk about that another day. Perhaps in a sequel to this video, I don't know, I'm really tired. I'm slurring, you can hear my lisp, it's awful. Anyway, for now, I just want to hear your thoughts. What do you think? Are officially hosted classic servers a good idea? Leave a comment below and I'll show my favorite ones in the next video. And as always, you guys, have a lovely day.